Hello, I'm your host Ismay Jelson. Today's video is Audiobook of Chapter 2, Part 3 of The Rising Tides of the Great Battle for Amerikhanta. So, with that being said, the armies of Amerikhanta entered the ruined and burnt town. But not too long after they arrived in the town, they were approached by a mysterious cloaked figure whose name was Elven Prince Hira, who told them that they would need to go back to a different time once again, but not to retrieve an artifact this time, but to find a person and bring them to the 19th century. Then Hira said to Arn, "You and your sons must be the ones to go back to a different time era and find this person and bring them back here to this time." So, with hearing that, Arn said, "Well, okay, but why us?" With that question, Hira said, "Well, because the person you'll be sent to retrieve will be needed to help you and the armies of Amerikhanta fight against the Great Darkness, and to help you fully restore your ancestors' kingdom." Now, with hearing that, Arn said, "Well, okay, but when do we start this task and how do we get there?" Then with that question, Hira said, "Your task actually starts now, and you will be using the Mystic Scepter of Altoria Delphine to get there." With that being all said, Arn and his sons used the sacred mystic power of the scepter and were teleported to the year 207 in the ancient past. Upon arriving in the year 207, Arn and his sons, Ara and Izzy, immediately were approached by a person that they were sent to look for. And that person was Ergatu Hanlu of the House of Yinzang Takasi, who was also a descendant of the ancient chieftain and High King Zendarian Lassel Makoa. After being confronted by Gu Hanlu, Arn and his sons introduced themselves. Then Arn said, "We were sent here from the year 1862 in the 19th century to find you and take you back to the 19th century with us." With hearing that, Goose said, "Why is that?" Then with that question, Arn said, "So you can help me and the armies of Amerikhanta fight against the Great Darkness, and help me fully restore my ancestors' ancient kingdom." With knowing that, Goose said, "Oh, I see. Well then, I gladly accept." Then together, Goo and his two sons, and Arn and his sons, all used the mystic power of the scepter and teleported back to the 19th century. Once back in the year 1862, the army of the United Union Confederate Front and their fleeing new recruits from the ancient past left the ruined town and marched off to the province state of Massachusetts, Ellsworth. When they got there, they set up camp by the Great Eastern Railroad Rail House and began preparing for its defense. That was so they could protect one of the two last remaining free railways in Amerikhanta from the Great Darkness. Thanks for watching. See you all again next Thursday for Audiobook of Chapter 3, Part 1. Like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to hit that little notification bell so you don't miss a video.